Hercules and his battles. The next labor was the hardest of all. Hercules had to get the golden apples that belonged to Zeus, the king of the gods and his own father. What made this task truly impossible is that the golden apples were a wedding present from Hera, the wife of Zeus, the very goddess who hated him. Yet Hercules also accomplished this task. He tricked Atlas, who held up the world, into doing it for him. At last, the final labor of Hercules was the most impossible one of all. He had to go deep under the earth to the underworld, the land of the dead. No one had ever gone to the underworld and come back alive. To make it even more impossible, the task was to kidnap the three-headed dog Cerberus that guarded the gate of the underworld and bring the beast back alive. What's more, Cerberus was the pet of Hades, the god of the underworld. King Eury knew that Hades would not let anyone try to harm his pet, but he had no problem letting harm come to Hercules. When Hercules got to the underworld, he went to see Hades. He asked Hades if he might borrow his pet for a while and take him to the land of the living. Hercules promised not to harm him. Hades was impressed that Hercules had come to ask permission first instead of fighting his pet, and so he agreed. When Hercules came to the King Eury's palace with the three-headed dog, the king froze in fear, then rushed behind his throne, calling from behind his hiding place. King Eury told Hercules that he had credit for the final task and in all of the tasks, and he should go right away and take the beast with him. So the labors of Hercules ended. Hercules had finished his labors, 12 in all. Hercules now felt that he could go on with his life. He married again, and he won many victories, but he also faced many hard times too. For the goddess Hera remained jealous as ever. She tried to ruin him time after time for the rest of his days. When Hercules died, he won a final prize. He became the only demigod who was ever allowed to rise up to Mount Olympus, the place in the clouds where the gods lived. For all the good deeds that he had done in his life and for all the hardships that he had faced, Hercules would live forever at Mount Olympus as an immortal god.